Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Thursday, the 6th of May, comes to you from London. And we start by looking at the dollar index creeping up the hill here on the short-term chart. Remembering this is my weekly, my daily, and my 60-minute chart. Long-term, medium-term, and short-term view of the market with the corresponding point and figure targets. And if we're above the cloud, we're bullish, and if we're below the cloud, we're bearish. So it just gives us a roadmap as to what's going on. So dollar turning down a little bit, but still holding its bull trend, and looks like it's found support on the medium term. So a better week for the dollar, and that means that the euro is weaker short term, turning up just now, but still fitting some resistance on the lagging line on the cloud there. Sterling is sitting at 139.02, fairly flat against that stronger dollar. So the currencies are running together. Against the euro, we're sitting at 115.49, so we have been trending higher. Bullish on all three timeframes against the euro is sterling. Taking a look at Bitcoin, we're sitting at $57,000, so back to short-term bullish, and we still have these long-term upside targets there. The S&P 500 index was slightly higher last night, only slightly, 3 points higher. Really just struggling at the moment. And if we look at the Nasdaq, it's bearish on that short-term chart. Tech results out this week have disappointed slightly, and that's meant that the market is falling away on that short-term chart, just struggling really to convincingly make new highs. The futures this morning are up 0.25%, up 0.2% on the S&P, and up 0.33% on the Nasdaq E-mini. So it does suggest that the US market will open slightly higher. And the VIX volatility did nudge 22 at one stage yesterday, the day before, but has come back. So still looking historically low over the last 12 months, but not at the levels that we've seen in 2019. But the market is generally not fearful. The FTSE future in the UK is up 0.2%. The DAX cash market in Germany is up 0.5%. And the CAC 40 in Paris up 0.33%. So Europe generally higher. Japan put in a strong showing, up 1.6%, enough to just push it into short-term bullish territory. So looking better there. The Hang Seng was up at 0.7%, but in China the Shanghai Composite was down slightly, just in the doldrums a little bit at the moment. India was up another 0.5%. Just holding on support on the short term, on the medium term chart, despite all the bad news on the virus. We are seeing just holding on there. There is a concern though that this uptrend might be breaking. If we look at the weekly chart, we're just starting to fall through support. So just need to keep an eye on that. But for the moment, the short term charts are not giving any really worrying concerns. The Aussie market was down 0.5%, but still holding the 7,000 level. Looking at some of the soft commodities, wheat up 0.2%, still looking very, very strong with strong upside targets. Corn up over 1%, again looking very, very strong with good upside targets, just really rocketing away there. Gold sitting at 1792, starting to nudge that 1800 mark, looking better, looking like a double bottom that we saw in March for gold, and we have got upside targets, so it's looking like gold will push higher. Silver holding that 2650 level, nudge 27 this week, but again bullish on all three time frames now. Copper also pushing higher. The big concern for the market has been bond yields. They have actually pulled back a little bit, so we are in short-term bearish territory, good for equities. We're seeing bond yields just pulling back into the short-term bearish, but of course we still do have these long-term targets here to watch. If we take a quick look at the energy mix, Brent crude is up 0.5%, so it has pushed higher this week. Will it make a new high? That's the big concern, just hitting resistance here, but we do have upside targets, so quite interesting. Not much to play for on the 1 minute chart. US nat gas sitting at 295, pretty static at this level, but still looking pretty bullish. Might be hitting some resistance on that daily cloud. Coal is actually up 1%, looking stronger, and emissions just hitting resistance at this €50 mark. But carbon emissions has been a real feature of the market this year, increasing substantially. Gas markets in Europe up 2%. And we're seeing TTF front month up strongly as well, so that's quite key there. We're seeing big moves there, and on the 1 minute chart quite a lot of movement there. German power smashing that €60 mark and just pushing higher all the time. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.